Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Haley's Comment, or hey if you are new. First off, I know that my background is not the best. I'm working on it. We're getting the other room set up to be my filming room and editing room, and so in the meantime, I don't really have that great of a background. It doesn't really matter for the sake of this video, so please ignore the awkward lighting. Wait, so now that I'm editing, why do I really like that background? I don't know, let me know what you guys think. But today I am going to be reviewing CBD oil. I know some people take CBD oil for pain. I don't have any pain, so I'm not going to be reviewing it for that, but I am going to be talking about how it's affected my anxiety, depression, and ADHD. So let's get some things out of the way first. I used to not think that CBD oil was legal in Nebraska where I live because medical marijuana is not legal at all. And so I just figured that it would be categorized as medical marijuana. However, I don't think that's true anymore. There's a bunch of stores that sell CBD and literally say like CBD oil on the front of the store. And if you go in and talk to them about it, they say that it's legal in all 50 states. However, I've looked into it and basically the laws are murky. Not technically legal, not technically illegal, but I don't think like the feds are gonna be coming after you because you have a bottle of CBD oil in your house. But that's just me. Another thing I want to get out of the way is that this is not marijuana, it's CBD, which is a part of marijuana. CBD is the part that doesn't get you high. So you're not gonna be all zonked out after you take CBD oil. It does contain as much as 0.3% THC. THC is the psychoactive component of marijuana. Basically, that's what's gonna make you feel high. So 0.3% is definitely not enough to make you feel any sort of high, but it is required. Like, you need to have THC in CBD oil for the CBD to work. So that's kind of why it's in there, but you would never fail a drug test because you've taken CBD oil. So the kind I've been using is the CBD American Shaman, but basically it's water soluble, so you have to put it in water in order for it to work. The other kind that is really mainstream is like drops that you usually will put under your tongue. Basically, the only difference between the two kinds is that this will stay in your system longer, but it does take longer to kick in than the other kind based on your metabolism. I've also tried a vape for CBD, and I will talk about that later on in the video. So there for a minute, I was taking this every single day. It's recommended to take it twice a day, so you take, I'll just show you guys, about that much. So 0.5 milliliters twice a day. I think it's like every 8 hours it says. But yeah, basically one in the morning and then one midday. So I was doing that every single day, like taking it twice a day for about like a month and a half or like 2 months. And I definitely saw a lot of results. However, I have stopped taking it. I did want to stop taking it for the sake of this video for a while just to see, was it actually working or was it all just something I made up, you know? But then I never got back into it. So the first time I took it, it was actually at this store. I was like hesitant to buy it because these are like $60, and it's not just this brand too. Like most CBD oil is like $60, so it's not cheap, but it is worth it to figure out if it works for you. But anyway, I was hesitant to buy it, and so she was like,
oh, I can just, squirt you some in this cup and you can see how you feel.
So she did it, and literally within minutes, I was immediately feeling the effects of it. I was already feeling a lot chiller. It just kind of put me at ease, made me a bit more relaxed than I was before. I was chilled out, but not like sit on your couch and eat chips for 3 hours chilled out. It just kind of like took the worrying out of situations that I always have. Not all worries. The worries created by anxiety that are not real. So you're not entirely like,
oh yeah, whatever, happy-go-lucky.
That's pretty much all it did the first time I took it in terms of my mental illnesses. I would say it's definitely more intense the first few times that you take it, or if you take it and you haven't taken it for a while, you just notice the effects a lot more. I don't know if that's because maybe you're paying attention to it, or I don't know, maybe your body's just not used to it, but after you've been taking it for like a week straight, you'll notice that you just feel better, but it's not so much like it just doesn't feel as intense as it did the first few times. So yeah, the first time I took it, it only helped my anxiety, but over time, it definitely did help at least my ADHD, but not directly. People say that it's supposed to help with ADHD, and maybe that's true for other people. It didn't make me any more attentive. However, it definitely made it easier for me to pay attention because it took the worrying out of situations. Now, people with depression and anxiety often have trouble focusing because their thoughts are clouded by depression and anxiety. Taking that out of the equation definitely allowed me to focus better than I was able to before. But in terms of directly impacting my ADHD, I don't feel like it really helped all that much. In terms of my depression, I think it helped because it made me less anxious. Anxiety and depression are best friends. So if you're feeling really anxious, you're probably gonna start feeling really depressed. I think it helped in that respect. effect, and I did feel less depressed after taking this for a long period of time. However, I kind of go in phases of I'll randomly go into depression for like a long period of time, and then I'll just kind of slowly come out of it. And I was already like coming out of it at the time that I was getting this. I can't really say that it was because of this, but I can say that normally I would slip back into a depression within the time frame that I was taking this, and I did not. If you guys maladaptive daydream, I know a lot of people don't know what this is, but if you do it, I think it helps. I can do it for like hours and hours and hours, but whenever I start taking CBD oil, if I'm like,
okay, I need to get something done,
I'll take this, and it kind of takes me out of that daydream land. So if you struggle with that, this could probably help you. But yeah, it didn't make me any more tired. I did feel more motivated to get things done. And now that I haven't been taking it as regularly, I probably take it like once a week now, I can say that I am definitely a lot more anxious than I was when I was taking it. As for the vape, that's what it looks like. This definitely gives you an immediate boost of feeling calm. Like I just did it and now I feel more calm for sure. It doesn't last very long, whereas the oil, you'll take it and it'll last for several hours. You can feel it for like 10-15 minutes and that's about it, but it's intense for those 10 to 15 minutes. Like you can really feel it. I think this would be good if you have a lot of panic attacks. It's not good for like maintaining your anxiety, I guess, but if you're having like a moment where you need to feel less anxious, I would say that this is probably gonna help you. Something that I found this is helpful for is taking it to parties, because I have social anxiety as well. Like in the moment, sometimes I get really like anxious. I can just whip this out and everyone thinks I'm just vaping. If you can only afford one of them, I would say get the oil. This is about the same price as the oil or maybe a little bit less. Obviously you can use this for more long term than the oil, but it just doesn't help as much. But yeah, overall, in terms of CBD oil, I would 100% recommend trying it if you deal with mental health issues, especially if you're not really keen on trying medications. If you are on medications, I would talk to your psychiatrist to make sure that it's not going to interact in some weird way. I haven't heard of that happening to anybody, but you never know. If you're someone who's not on medications or are trying to avoid it, I would 100% say go check it out, try it, see if it works for you, because even if it doesn't, like, it's worth spending the money to find out rather than just wondering. It's definitely really helped me, and I need to be taking it more. Whenever I do take it, it really does help me, honestly. Also, this video is not sponsored by this CBD oil brand. It's just the one that I tried. There's a whole bunch of different ones, so if you want to look into it yourself, there's also like Facebook pages and like online groups that you can join where people talk about that kind of stuff. What kind of oil is good for what. Also, whenever I went in the shop, they were immediately willing to talk to me. They're like,
Okay, what's your deal?
Like, what are you trying to fix, and we can guide you in the right direction for what kind of oil you're gonna want. That's what they're there for. Just go talk to them. All right, that is all. I really want to do another conspiracy theory video, so I need ideas on what to do it about, because I've been kind of researching here and there. I don't want to do just what everyone else is doing. There's a lot of popular topics that there's a whole bunch of videos on, but I'm just like, I don't really have anything new to contribute to this. If you guys have any ideas of like lesser known conspiracy theories or stuff that you're just like wondering about that you think would make a cool video, please let me know in the comments, because I seriously really want to do another one of those, but I just don't have another like unique conspiracy. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell so that you can be notified every time I post. Next video, I should have a better background than this, so I apologize. I will see you then. Bye.